Well, welcome back. It's an interesting time. We are getting the first official look for the first season of the new Harry Potter series, which it looks like, according to HBO or the Harry Potter and HBO Max channel, I think, which just posted it, it does refer to it as Philosopher's Stone, which is kind of interesting. But I'm excited to go ahead and check out a trailer for it. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I am going through all the full cast editions on Audible, and I find this really exciting. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Three, two, one.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one.
Of course.
You think you're something special?
Trying to cut his hair.
There is nothing special about you.
So good. I'm already loving all the different details. Him being bullied.
My parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever,
He looks great.
and they stood up for what they believed was right.
I like this scar. Looks more like a scar. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll be in Hogwarts.
And I like Hagrid doesn't sound like Robbie Coltrane. I think that's good. Oh, and he saw him hugging Ron. Okay. Oh, the Great Hall. My gosh, she looks great.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you.
Ollivander. Ooh, the classrooms are pretty cool. I think that was 2000.
Let's see who you are.
Herbology. Ooh, interesting.
Are you really Harry Potter?
He's got the smudge on his nose too. I think that looks great. I think it looks great. It doesn't look like they're doing too much of a copy and paste. I mean, obviously, it's going to feel same because, especially in the first couple movies, it feels they feel very much like the books. I feel like the whole vibe it fits very very well. But there's some things they left out. Like I like the idea, the details of her cutting his hair, and that growing back immediately. Like the idea of him seeing uh, Molly outside with her kids because I think that just I want to have a lot of a that theme brought out, and it's from the books that of how Harry thinks of Molly and thinks of the Weasleys. The Weasleys have what he's always wanted, and I think what's great about a show is they're going to be able to really, really showcase the friendship too between Harry and Ron. And I like that it looks like they're behaving like kids. I feel like that's one of the big problems too. Like as far as friendship goes, is I think that oftentimes kids tend to be written like adults. Um, and I think them behaving like kids, them playing around in the car or whatever, just talking instead of being goofy and stuff, I think that's something that I'm loving that we're kind of to get to see a little bit more of that. The Quidditch stuff looks really cool. We didn't see a whole lot in the way of action necessarily. Did see Papa Essiedu, I think is how you pronounce it, as Snape. He looks interesting. I was not entirely sure what to expect because all I've seen is like the photoshopped images of him with like this ridiculously straight hair. But now it looks like it's kind of dreaded and back. And it looks like they have something weird going on with his eyes, which I don't know if I completely get why they would do that necessarily, especially considering, I mean, part of the issue comes down to as far as the physical appearance of Snape, they very clearly aren't necessarily caring about book accuracy. So I think at this point it's kind of I'm past it, move on, uh, and we'll go ahead and just kind of look forward to his interpretation. Um, Snape always felt like a snake. You know, he always felt slimy, and he's always been a jerk. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to represent him in the show versus in the movie versus in the book, because the book was always that Snape was not. I mean, there was a reason why they didn't trust him, and it's not just because he is a little hard on them in class. No, he's brutal in the sense of how he treats everybody. He's awful, absolutely terrible. So I'm really curious to see how that goes. I mean, with everything considered, I think that looks great. Um, I do want to watch that trailer again for sure because there's so much that happens in it, and unfortunately, this room I don't feel like I could see it super well, especially in some of the darker spots. But I'm definitely in. I'm definitely on board for it. I think he looks great as Harry. I think just watching his performance in just the trailer, it looks like he is going to be fantastic. Um, so yeah, overall, really excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. I hope that people can stop being so harsh on it and just enjoy it for what it is. You know, it's actually funny. I was thinking while listening through the full cast editions, I think that I almost would have been happy. I almost would have been happy just to have the full cast editions because that stays true to the book. Plus, you get like the sort of performances from everybody. Um, so it is going to be kind of interesting to see how this plays out and what they can show. And but it's going to be cool to see Dobby get his due as the series goes on after Chamber of Secrets. Obviously, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm excited to see more with the centaurs. I'd imagine they're going to probably include a little bit more of the backstory there and why there's a problem between Ferenz and the rest of the centaurs, and how he kind of messed up the prophecy for anybody who hasn't read the books, or at least as far as how they were interpreting the prophecy. I'm excited to see also. I am excited to see if we're going to get a little bit more um, from what it looks like, from what we've heard, we're going to see them getting letters, it sounds like. A lot of them. Whether it's Ron at home or whatever, or Malfoy. There is rumors that there's a Malfoy Manor sort of snidbit or scene that was filmed in this with Malfoy. And part of me wonders if it's him getting his letter to go to Hogwarts or whatever. And maybe that's the first time we see him. But my theory is it maybe he's at the very beginning of the series, or maybe at the very end, and it was going to be one of those things like either he shows up at home at the end and you see like Lucius clearing out the house of all the dark objects, and one of them just turns out to be the diary, right? Or I also thought that maybe what'll happen is that I'd heard somewhere, I can't remember if it was in the books or if it was like somebody's theory or whatever, but I'd like to see maybe Lucius say to Draco, hey, uh, we don't know about this kid, Harry Potter. For all we know, he could be a new Dark Wizard. I need you to befriend him and be all buddy buddy. Because that was one of the things I'd heard at one point. I can't remember if it was in the books or not, but that's something that Lucius and his followers had wondered of Harry. Lucius and the rest of Voldemort's followers had wondered if he was going to be a new Dark Wizard or if he was going to be good or bad or what, for their cause. So I'm curious to see how a lot of this is going to go play out. I'm really excited for it though. Anyways, I'm sure I've missed a lot that I'd want to talk to. Like I was saying, Nick Frost as Harry, not as Harry, as Hagrid. I think he looks great visually. I think he's got that kindness in his face. I think that's working really well. And also, I like that it's not the what we get from the voice of Hagrid in the movies, also in the what's it called edition, the full cast edition, where it's you're a wizard, Harry. You know what I mean? Like I love that voice. It's iconic, and I love it, love it, love it. But I like that he is not trying to copy Robbie Coltrane. So I'm really excited about that. I think it looks great. I wanted to get a little more Dumbledore personally, but there's also not a whole lot of Dumbledore in the first book anyways, so is what it is, but I'm excited to see. I don't know. Overall, though, it doesn't turn me off. It does get me more excited, so, which we all love being turned on. So, anyways, let's go ahead and I'll cut you off here. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.